Oh, who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my Augustus. All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are... Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
Disappear! Worthless! Here!
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Water jet! Go!
Into the wind. One with nature.
Farina. Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am...
Wait a moment. You're... Mirror me? How...
Mirror you, huh?
Mirror me?
The prophecy.
What prophecy? Wait. I know. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the high...
Oh, very good.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly.
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come...
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontanian just like them.
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give... I will tell you how to save everyone, but...
Oh, so there's still hope after all. As for the suffering, well, but if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? If there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other.
You truly are the... I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a... If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of
But how will I do this?
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn your... Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already remember. Your true challenge will not be
I I'm still not sure I understand. So, how long am I—
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on this, but I promise you, all will.
A trial? Huh. The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession. But this is— what should I say to most appear like a god? Ahem! Ladies and gents, I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken— In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's— As the god Focalor, the god of justice. Once again, thank you all for coming. If this— I thought I might stammer, but thankfully—
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity—
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a— Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the— Calm down, Farina. Think. Assertive. With a strong sense of presence. One who can— Oh, very good, my people. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim— Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. You may consider my previous act a door gift of so— Now then, let it—
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were—
Personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, we have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. The scales of justice should not weigh heavy. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. There is no trouble in this world that justice, so long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for—
Come now, was I not just— Besides, none of these tried—
if I may be so impertinent—
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial—
That's true, I fear I lack the—
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duty.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you.
No need to thank me. Or rather... all right. Deoteria, is it?
You remembered? He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen...
Ah, you're such a gentle and wise god.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the
I see. It's as I thought, then. As your god, I did already expect this. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find...
Really?
I'm afraid that the...
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. The day is finally over. I haven't, but it's good to see that everything's getting on track. Maybe this is fine. I just need to... All right, Farina, don't think too hard about that.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for...
There'll be no need.
Lady Farina, I've waited...
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should... I don't think I let anything slip today. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to...
Lady Farina, it's... I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Diot.
And what a fine family yours is indeed.
Surely you... my lady?
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
Oh, really now? This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god.
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your...
So interminable. Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps I never imagined. Have I reached my limit? I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But I've conducted so many investigations. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this, although I don't know what you might be keeping from...
Share that's impossible. It was fated right from the start.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be, just share it with me.
A witness. Yeah, and if Tevat is in its... If that's the case... He's right. But if things don't play out as expected... No, Farina. You should... But what if... Farina, you've worked so hard. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, think about it. Long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance.
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once...
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive that she did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the... It seems that trusting humanity was...
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth. Is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of...
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine.
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so. Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device. Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down... I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate but really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device, the vast majority had to be.
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial...
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only... But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia, and breaking through the institution that is the Seventh.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the...
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked. Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principle stole the power I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be— Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontanians as humans and their right to exist in this world. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on. At this point, we, whether it Iudex Nervillet, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power—
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that, at last, I now understand the true purpose behind. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual— You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervillet. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Iudex Nervillet, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What just happened?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have...
But since we're all still alive and haven't...
It's time to end this. We must meet...
Wait! Can you say just a moment?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, we should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, Now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to the root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enact. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come. From within, we shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power. We shall look for an opening together. I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Time to go. The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my lament!
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself. Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Go! Inazuma shines eternal!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its roots from within.
Here! Worthless! Water jet! Go!
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but it was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point.
That power.
Paimon has an idea. From what it's just that he gave us the impression that she was, what?
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, so you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an... That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has... All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk?
The point be...
Well, being that this pet almost just... So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's master.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. His name is Sertologi.
I am unfamiliar.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous.
The Foul?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold?
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rheindochter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either, but I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine.
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Hyman didn't quite—
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full—
What?
Not to worry. Focalor has...
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand! Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong! The prophecy was wrong!
Are you alright?
Yeah.
We're safe.
The prophecy was wrong.
The soil renewed. The Svina Rasula old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Now. Skyship Winglet, boon or bane of the Fontaine. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin. People always call the first researcher mad, but few... Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-up. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship.
Paimon's curious too!
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to